This is my husband, Alan Williams, and 2 years ago, Alan developed a melanoma skin cancer place on his shoulder, and that site was removed immediately. But in that process in Colorado Springs, we were directed to one of the top experts on melanoma in the United States, and he told us that if tumors started developing in the body, Alan's lifespan would be limited to months. And in May of this year, almost 2 years to the date, Alan started showing symptoms of something going wrong in the brain. So I took him to the hospital and they did a scan and found 2 melanoma brain tumors. On July 1st, following a secondary scan to see what the radiation had done, they did see new growth. And the doctor called and said, "I'm sorry, we've done all we can do." And those words are devastating. So I began to think about alternatives.
Alan came here 3 weeks ago. He came, unfortunately, diagnosed with a malignant melanoma, which metastasized to the brain and also to the liver, peripancreatic area. He came in a very bad clinical situation. After having radiation and different therapies with unfortunately no response, we started treatment with what Sanoviv can offer, hyperbarics and anti-angiogenic treatment, trying to be as holistic as possible. And Mr. Williams responded really well. He came in a wheelchair, he's living walking. He's now being able to take care of himself. He's, eating by himself. He's able to walk, he's able to communicate. But definitely there was a dramatic response on the way he came and the way he's doing right now.
We had been working with a naturopathic doctor in Colorado just to get Alan strong enough to travel, because by then he was in a hospital bed in our home. I had called hospice in. Our doctor, our oncologist, had ordered hospice in. He was, for a 4-day period, I felt very close to going into a coma. So the naturopathic doctor asked, "Well, did you ask Dr. Pena about this and this and this?" And those were all doctor questions, which I hadn't really asked. So he called and talked with Dr. Pena and couldn't wait to get me on the phone after that conversation. He was so impressed. He said, "The man is brilliant." And every question I asked of him, he answered in depth. And every complementary, alternative, and conventional method of treating they have at Sanoviv. He said, "Get in there as soon as you can." So we got right over here. And 4 weeks ago, as I described, Alan was slumped over in a wheelchair, fully paralyzed on the right side, unable to walk, unable to talk, unable to communicate. And at those first few days we were here, I was fearful that he would go into a coma and that would be it. He would die. But they gave him everything they had. They came on with every possible assistance and treatment. And 4 weeks later, he's walking, talking. People now get to hear his Australian accent, and his personality is coming back. And we couldn't be more excited and more pleased. And just want to encourage everyone who's challenged with a health situation, or anyone who wants to simply detox and renew, to come to Sanoviv as soon as possible and experience the wealth of goodness and wellness that they offer here.